Hello everybody. I want to thank everyone again for all the new likes, the views, the subscribers. It really helps my channel. It's starting to grow, and I'd really like this to grow into a channel where I can put out videos very regularly and help people out and get a nice little community going. So if you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do. It would really help me out. So anyway, I had originally done a dollar defensive video, but it is already up over 40 minutes and nobody's going to watch that video. So I decided I'm going to break down the dollar defense video by video. We're going to do 3, 4, 5 videos basically showing how to kind of unlock the power of the dollar defense, which is the most popular defense in Madden, I think by far at this point in the year. Okay, so today we're going to cover the DB Fire 2, which I think is the best defensive play in all of Madden, bar none. Okay, so let's go to our adjustments, and I'm going to try to make this quick. We're going to turn auto defensive flip play call to off. We're going to put auto align to base. That's up to you. There are reasons to do this and not to do this. We're going to put our option defense on conservative, and we're going to set our zone drops, the flats to 30 and the curl flats to 5. And we're going to turn on match. I feel like zones play more aggressively with match. That is a personal preference. This is up to you. A lot of people will just go default on these, okay? But we're going to go 30, 5, and match. Okay, we're going to come out in DB Fire 2, and we're just going to run, we'll just do drive out. Stock, this play is very good. It's a cover 2 shell with a very heavy blitz, okay? And the way most people run this is they will hit left on the D-pad, down on the left stick to pinch their line, and they may or may not press. That is a personal preference. For most people, they'll pinch the defense. So I'm going to go ahead and reset it. Okay, this is the stock play right here. To pinch the defense, you click R1 and down on the left stick. That pinches your guys. They're not in a full press, but it's in a press look. Okay, and we're just going to run this play stock. Okay, it's a great play stock. You have 5 blitzers. You can blitz your linebacker to create a little bit of extra confusion for the computer on defense. And we're just going to run it stock and see how it plays out.
Ready?
Okay, before we get back to the video, I want to cover a concept here that's very important out of this formation or any formation, and we're going to talk about pressing, okay? The reason why we switch our curl flats and our hard flats, we switch them up and we make our curl flats into 5 and our hard flats into 30 is because curl flats will not cover corner routes, okay? They just don't do it this year, not very well at all. So we have to switch that up and make our hard flats essentially play our curl flats. So when we press or pinch, okay, those soft squats have to get all the way back, and they're not going to have time to get back there. We have to back them off manually. So let's say we set up a Mabel concept. Okay, we have a Mabel over here. So Peppers, and then the purple is actually going to play the hard flat, and our outside cornerback in the light blue is actually going to play a curl flat. But we have to back him off. So the way we do that is we press triangle, X, the outside most receiver that's closest to our outside defensive back. We have to press his icon, which is circle, and then we flick up on the right stick, and that backs him off. We'll do the same thing on the left side. That's triangle, X. This time it's square, up on the right stick, and we back him off. That will allow us to play those corner routes, okay? Now, people recognize when you do this, just be warned, when you do this, people will recognize that you are likely Mabeling, okay? Now, you can play around with that and you can bluff it. That's what I do a lot, and a lot of times I won't back them off. It just depends. But definitely on a side where a corner route is a likely route, you're gonna wanna back those cornerbacks off. And I just wanted to mention that to you. It's very, very important. So if we look at the instant replay, the blitz got picked up pretty well, okay? But you can see even when it's picked up, there's not a lot of time. And there's not a lot open. There's some routes developing here, but those two middle routes, I have him usered. If he throws to the high read, I can pick that pass off easily. Okay, so he really threw to the only open player, and that's that running back. And there are a lot of things we can do to adjust out of that. So what can we do? We have in this defense 3 wildcard players. We have actually 4. We have this guy, Gronkowski. We have Jones. We have Julius Peppers, who's sneaking in toward the line for some reason. And we have Darrelle Revis. Okay, we have 4 wildcard players that we can turn. We can go from a heavy blitz like this. We can even blitz him and just have a heavy blitz. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's just see how this plays out. This is a heavy blitz. We need to worry about the middle of the field. You can see that pressure comes in, and that pressure will scream in a game, you guys, okay? But we have those 4 wildcard players, so we're going to pinch our defense, which is generally what I like to do. So let's set up a cover 3. See, we have this little shell now here. We have a cover 3 shell. So I'm going to reset the play, and I'll show you how to do this. Right trigger, down on the left stick, pinches. Right on the D-pad twice, you press X for Jones, and up on the left stick, puts him in the middle third. Now we have a cover 3, okay? A very nice coverage shell. If we want to, let's go ahead and Mabel up this right side. So we're gonna press triangle, triangle. We're gonna take Julius Peppers, and we're gonna put him in a curl flat, which is right on the left stick. Now we have a Mabel on this right side, okay? So let's go ahead and let this play out. That's pretty tight coverage, and you saw the pressure come in there. So coverage, a cover 3 shell is one of the best options for this defense. Again, that's twice on the D-pad to the right, X, and now we have this cover 3 shell, okay? Let's reset the play, and I want to show you a little bit more advanced setup, okay? So we're going to pinch. Now I like to take away the first read if possible. And generally speaking, it's going to be one of these 2 receivers over here and tight. Okay, so we're going to take our right of screen middle linebacker. That's twice on the D-pad to the right. We're going to press X. We're going to press up on the right stick, and then we're going to man him up to Schultz, the tight end. Okay, I want to go ahead and cover this outside guy. So I'm going to take Peppers, triangle, triangle, X, up on the right stick, circle. Now he's manned up. And since we're going to go ahead and do this, let's go ahead and triangle, triangle. Let's take Moss and let's put him in man coverage up on the right stick, and let's man up the running back. Now we've got basically a cover 2 man over here, and we can do whatever we want on this side of the field. We can leave it like this. We can go ahead and do, we can set up a Mabel by blitzing Revis over here. Okay, we could put him on a curl flat, and then we'd have a Mabel, or we can just leave this blitz, and we're going to cover over here. So I think that's what we're going to do. And since we took away one of the blitzers, we're going to go ahead and blitz our user, and let's see how this plays out. Nothing open. That is a pro level adjustment right there. Okay, we cover 2 man to the right, and we basically have cover 2 to the left. And look at how this plays out. Nothing open. That seam on the left, the left point receiver, he's covered. They throw it to him, which is a very common thing in dollar. That's going to be a pick, probably a pick 6. There's nothing open on the flat. Corner route is taken, and look at this. This blitz is still screaming. There's nothing open on this play. That's what you can do with this defense. That's why I call this the Swiss Army knife of defenses, okay? And if we want to go full coverage, we can do all sorts of stuff out of this defense. Pinch, let's go cover 3 over here. Let's take Peppers and put him in a vert hook. Or you know what, let's put him in a Mabel, and let's take Barber and put him in a vert hook, okay? And blitz. So now we've got a cover 3 shell with, still we have a 3-man rush. The computer's gonna register as a 4-man rush, and we've got a pretty good coverage setup going on here. The computer has to scramble. There's nothing for him to throw to. So again, we've gone from stock defense to cover 3 by just doing that, to a cover 2 man on the right side with a nice blitz going on, right, over on the left side, which is the most advanced setup, right? There's nothing that this computer can do right now. So there's a lot more that can be done out of this play, but I gave you basically a standard setup, an intermediate setup where we're setting up a cover 3 shell, and then an advanced setup where we set up a cover 2 man on one side and a cover 2 on the other side, right? So I will show you one more time my favorite setup out of this in this formation. Cover 2 man on the right, cover 2 on the left. We still have our blitzer. And all we have to worry about is taking away this seam, which is the most common quick throw that you're going to see. And I'm telling you, when you play online, you're gonna see it. It's gonna be fast. You're gonna be able to get a pick 6 out of this. That is solid defense, you guys. I hope this video has been helpful. Be on the lookout for the next in this series. We're going to cover spinner, we're going to cover 4, we're going to cover 2, and maybe another play. There's another blitz that I'm going to cover as well. So there are probably going to be 4, maybe 5 more videos out of this formation. Anyway, a like and subscribe would be really appreciated, and I hope you guys have a great day.